progressing.
We're going to switch back over and show you the other severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now across the rest of the WLKY viewing area, because these will likely be in the metro area probably in the next, I would say, half an hour to 1 hour's time. And we're going to continue to see how they evolve as well as these continue to push off to the east and northeast. So we do have a string of severe thunderstorm warnings for Washington County, for Harrison County. Worst of it has now moved out of Orange County and out of Crawford County, but Meade County and also Breckenridge counties, you're seeing the worst of it right now. Quite a bit of lightning with that thunderstorm that is warned across portions of Breckenridge County. So let's give you another look. We're going to reset. This is all west of Louisville, but these thunderstorms are moving off to the east. So if they do move into the Louisville area, we'll track and see how far they are away. They're about 29 miles away. So these will probably be in the Louisville area in the next 45 minutes to 1 hour. So we're talking about 8:30, 8:45. These will be pushing into Louisville, and these will continue to push east of Louisville if they do indeed hold together. So we'll be watching that very closely. But if you're in Orange County, if you're in Crawford County, the worst of it has now pushed out of your region. The worst of these storms now pushing into Harrison County, Meade County, and also Breckenridge counties, as these severe thunderstorm warnings will be in effect until 8 o'clock. We'll give you the timing for this Washington County. This one could be expiring, but I bet the National Weather Service will continue that one. And we also have this one until 7:45 as well across portions of Meade and Breckenridge. But like I mentioned, I think these are going to be extended as these storms have not weakened. So let's zoom in and show you who is seeing the worst of the weather right now. Salem, you're about to get hit with some very heavy rain. Some wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour will be possible. And this heavy rain extends down into Beck's Mill. This will be pushing into Palmyra as well. It looks like, I'm just trying to look at some wind gusts here to see if we have any that are quite high. It looks like maybe 30, 40 miles per hour. With this certain thunderstorm moving across portions of Washington County. As we look a little bit farther south, you can see some very heavy rain into portions of Harrison County here. We have northern Harrison County, so Moberly and DePaul. This will be moving into your region as well, and this is going to hit Corden in the next 5 minutes or so. Very heavy rain over Carefree down into Alton, and you can see Andyville into Meade County. Very heavy rain as well, and this heavy rain about to push into Hardinsburg, and you can see all of the lightning strikes with this thunderstorm. This is just to the west of McQuady. So McQuady, get ready for some very heavy rain and for some gusty winds as these thunderstorms continue to push off to the east. You can see that it looks like the strongest winds with this line of showers and storms really into portions of Breckenridge County. You can see those lighter greens there. The lighter greens are over central Breckenridge County, so just north of Hardinsburg. You can see these wind gusts, 60, 65 miles per hour. I can give you some towns here. Clifton Mills, Sample. This will be headed into the Irvington area. And there's also some winds that could be over 60 miles per hour in between McQuady and in between Glendine. So these wind speeds will be pushing off. This may actually just stay north and south of the Hardinsburg area, but it looks like definitely a severe thunderstorm moving across Breckenridge County. Now we're going to zoom out and reset once again. I'm sorry we're interrupting your Jeopardy. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for a string of counties just to the west of the Louisville metro area. We're still watching that storm into portions of northern Lawrence County because that has a tornado warning on it, and that warning goes until 8 o'clock this evening as it continues to push off to the east at about 20 miles per hour. So we're going to go back up to that thunderstorm and see if the rotation still looks as strong as it did. And like I mentioned, that warning going until 8 o'clock. So here we go. We're going to go back into Lawrence County, and this is also impacting Monroe County as well. And the strongest part of this thunderstorm is likely going to stay north of Oolitic and north of Bedford. So we're going to switch over here and show you our velocity product because you can see it still is showing signs of rotation. There's the loop of it. You can see that there was signs of rotation of it about an hour ago. This loop is about an hour, and this looks like it is traveling off more to the north and east. So if you live in Guthrie, I think you need to be in your tornado shelter, lowest level of your home, inside a closet or bathroom. If you live in Guthrie or across portions of northern Lawrence County, the rest of you in Lawrence County are going to be okay, as it looks like the most dangerous part of this storm, or where we're tracking this rotation, is going to be shifting into Monroe County very shortly. So this will be out of your county in not too long. So as we take a look at this thunderstorm, we're going to track the most dangerous part of the thunderstorm right now as it continues to push off to the north and east. And like I mentioned, it is moving north and east out of Lawrence County. So this may not even make it to the Guthrie area, but it is going to be a close call. So if you're in Guthrie, you still need to be in your tornado safety shelter. We're going to zoom back out because we still have a number of severe thunderstorm warnings, and they continue to be extended from the National Weather Service. So those severe thunderstorm warnings in effect now until 8:15. And this has included now Jefferson County. So Louisville is now included in these warnings that are being issued. And you can just see the yellow box. Those are the severe thunderstorm warnings. They are all expiring at 8:15, and we'll have to watch to see if they're extended even past that time, because this line, although it looks like it could be weakening across the northern extent of it, the southern portions of the line are the strongest, the ones down toward Breckinridge County and Meade counties at this time. Just reading the latest from the National Weather Service, all of these showers and thunderstorms are moving off to the north and east at about 45 miles per hour. So that's a pretty good clip, and we'll put the latest track on these thunderstorms. We could see those wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. And we're staying on here with you because we do have that tornado warning in effect. And when you get wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour, that's when you can have some damage. And we've already had a wind gust to 67 miles per hour recorded at the French Lick Airport into Orange County. So we have already had some wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. So we're talking about some dangerous thunderstorms as these push off to the east. Sun sets in about 45 minutes or so. So we should start to see these come down a little bit more as we head into the next hour or so. All right, so here's the big picture. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, and we're going to put those into motion for you, and we're going to put a track on these because these will be pushing into Scott County and also into Clark County, and these are moving off to the north and east at 45 miles per hour. So here we go. We're going to put this track into portions of Washington County and into northern Harrison County. Like I mentioned, 45 miles per hour. That is pretty quick. This is going to be in the Greenville area, 745, New Salem, 757. We're talking about Little York, 758, and you can see this track already updating. We're talking about Starlight at 801, Austin 801, Floyd's Knobs 806, Henryville at about 807. We're going to go a little bit farther south down the line here so we can get everyone's city and town, so you know what to expect when this is going to be moving into your area. So as we go a little bit farther south here, you can see those warnings extending for Floyd County and for Harrison County. Here's the track, that heavy rain pushing into the Greenville, Georgetown area. Heavy rain has now reached Corden, and here as we go at about 40 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour rather. This is going to be in New Middletown at about 756, Lanesville at about 758, Starlight at 802, Floyd's Knobs 803. Some of those I know I'm repeating there. New Albany 809, Sellersburg 811, Shively 812, Valley Station 812, and Louisville at about 815. So that means you have another 20-30 minutes in Louisville before this line of heavy rain pushes in. And this line of heavy rain is probably going to be associated with what we called a shelf cloud. So there's probably going to be a mean-looking cloud along the leading edge of it, and that's probably the gusty winds as this will be moving in. As we take this track off for you, we're going to go down a little bit farther south and show you that the heavy rain and the thunder and lightning continue for Meade County and also for Breckenridge County, especially in Breckenridge County. We're talking about very heavy rain and lots of thunder and lightning. And here's the track through Meade and also Breckenridge counties and even into portions of Grayson County as well. Moving off to the east and northeast, 45 miles per hour. This will be pushing into the Custer area, 802, Hudson, 804, Muldrow at about 811. And we're talking about Flaherty at about 811 as well. Four Corners at about 814. So this will be pushing closer to the Radcliffe and Rineyville area, probably closer to 815 and 820. We're going to go back up to that tornado warning one last time because that warning goes until 8 o'clock this evening. And it looks like that thunderstorm is starting to push out of Lawrence County. So that is certainly some good news. We'll look at the rotation on it once again. The rotation was still pretty evident over the past hour or so, and there's that rotation, and it's still there. It's been pretty persistent over the past hour, but this thunderstorm now pushing into portions of Monroe County. That is out of the WLKY viewing area. This is north of Guthrie. This looks like it may stay just north of the Guthrie area into Lawrence County. This is now north of the Popcorn area as well, and this is staying well north of Ulitic. This is staying well north of Bedford, well north of Logan. And by the looks of this rotation, it looks like it's going to stay just to the north of the Guthrie area. Just to be safe, if you do live in Guthrie, I would still be in your tornado shelter, your safety zone, which is the lowest level of your home, basement or a closet. That is the best area to be, and this is extreme northern Lawrence County. I'm sure the National Weather Service will let this warning expire for Lawrence County in about 4 minutes or so, as it does look like the most dangerous part of this thunderstorm will be pushing out of the county very shortly. We'll go back and show you a larger view here of what's going on, and I know it is pretty active west of Louisville. If you live in Louisville, I know you haven't seen much just yet, but it's going to get quite noisy here in the next half an hour to 45 minutes, and we're looking at some very heavy rain as this pushes in, as it pushes into portions of Clark County, Floyd County, and as it potentially pushes into Harding County as well. Here's the loop of the radar over the past 1 hour. So these are moving pretty quickly. These will likely clear our area in the next 2 hours or so. But a line of severe thunderstorm warnings continues for Scott County, for Clark County here, and for Floyd County. Those warnings in effect until 8:15. And it looks like those warnings stay in effect for 8:15 for portions of Harrison, Meade, and also Breckenridge counties, and extreme portions of western Jefferson included in this as well. So it looks like these thunderstorms will be moving into the Louisville metro area after 8:15 tonight. We're going to give you one closer look at what's going on across the region. Like I mentioned, very heavy rain moving across portions of eastern Washington County. This is headed toward the Scottsburg area, Henryville, and Memphis. This is about to push into Borden. A lot of thunder and lightning. Very heavy rain, also wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. And it looks like the heaviest of the rain is over Corydon as well and into portions of Brandenburg. So we have very heavy rain in Brandenburg, very heavy rain in Hardinsburg. We'll take a look at our wind speeds here to show you where the strongest winds are. And within this line of showers and storms, you can see the strongest winds are still over Meade and are still over portions of Breckenridge counties at this time. So Irvington, you have 50, maybe 60 mile per hour wind gusts right over you and over portions of Meade County as well. This is western Meade County. So right over Irvington, this is where the strongest winds are. These are just to the east, and they're going to stay to the east of Hardinsburg. So here is one last look. That tornado warning has expired or will be expiring. The National Weather Service has decided to allow this tornado warning to expire early for Lawrence County. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for areas just west of Louisville. We're actually going to get you back to programming, and we will have more updates on WLKY.com. We will break back in if necessary to WLKY-TV, and you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest.
Buddy.
Had to get the big guns.